Hello everyone, welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. My name is Colleen. This is day 17 of the Animal Crossing Island Challenge that I am currently doing. This one is a really lax challenge. I am able to time travel, I'm able to use treasure islands. I'm just trying to finish this island in 30 real life days, or even less if that's what ends up happening. Because I do desperately want to play Animal Crossing hard mode. So if I do end up finishing this island a little bit earlier, that is likely what I'm going to be switching over to for any sort of Let's Play series or possibly even streaming it? Question mark, maybe? We'll see. So that is what we have to look forward to. Now, if that is something that interests you, or if you like watching island tours, I do have lots of those lined up as well. So if you wanted to hit subscribe, I would really appreciate that. And you would be helping me get closer to my goal of 500 subs, which I do have some fun rewards planned out, or some options for it anyways. You could possibly choose my next hair color, you could choose my next island theme. There's lots of opportunities. But enough about that, let's talk about the build a little bit here. As I was talking, you probably noticed that I was evening out the cliffs. That's because I know I've mentioned in previous episodes I didn't really like the way they looked anyways, so I was fixing that. Now I'm putting in some fencing on the top cliff. I was actually kind of deliberating for a while too if I wanted to have the garden on the top cliff or if I wanted it on that kind of middle level. I ended up settling for the top cliff to be for the community garden. Then the middle one, I'm actually going to end up having kind of this, it's not really going to look like an orchard, but it is going to have the different fruit trees. And then I'm also going to move June there. So I do have some plans for today. So hopefully you can stick around and watch this build because I do really love how it ended up coming out. Does anyone else do this? It actually works. If you just tap your joystick, it will just move you kind of one space, technically, as long as you're not moving it for too long. And I just use that to measure sometimes because I don't feel like digging holes or using pathing or anything like that. And I just wanted to have the pergola centered. Pergola, however you prefer. So yet again, I am doing the pathing. I have cut it down in this video, not to worry. There's not a lot of it anyways. Although I will need to fix the pathing that's on the middle level, probably tomorrow. Because for right now, it's just a lot of little dark dirt path dots, which really doesn't look the greatest on the map, which I am realizing the map is getting to the point where it's very like polka dotted, and I'm the slightest bit worried. Isn't there a phobia with dots and that sort of thing? Like, I'm kind of scared that I'm going to trigger somebody. I really hope that I don't, but if anyone thinks that I might, can you let me know in the comments so I can know and I can maybe give a little bit of a warning? Or maybe this is a sort of warning. Just, if that's something that might bother you, maybe just don't look at the map for a really long time. I just realized when I was talking about all of that, my laptop fan was being extremely obnoxious, very loud. So I do apologize for that. I did not notice at first. Now, with the watering of the produce, I was actually following a little trick that I saw Sparksby show during one of her videos. She doesn't water like all of the produce, or she'll water a couple of them like 3 times, some of them only twice or once, so that there's just a little bit more of a variety. And then even same with leaving some of the little spots open, and then putting maybe some weeds or some glowing moss or flowers instead. Just makes it look a little bit more believable. She also has this incredible rule of like no tile left behind on all of her islands, which is just, it's incredible because it just inspires me to actually cover everything on my island and just make it beautiful. Like I mentioned before, I am moving June. I have since forgiven her for lying to me yesterday. Wow, the way I said that, you can really tell I was watching some List the Last videos today. Jeez. Love her videos too. There's just so many people I could shout out that I just absolutely love here. So yet again, altering this cliff, it was still bothering me a little bit. Now these are all of the spots of the pathing that I was mentioning. I will be fixing that and making it look more like the other pathing that I've been doing, but today I just wanted to get the general layout for the trees and I guess work more on the community garden at the top. So as you can see, just doing a couple of each tree. Now the next day I did have to go to a treasure island so I could get some things to sell for some bells, and then also so I could get some peaches and what was the other one? Apples, I believe. So here is an updated flyover. This is the first one since I updated the pathing going up to the plaza and from the entrance too. I like it a lot better now. So Tom Nook made me spend 3,000 Nook miles because apparently I've already used 8 inclines somehow. I have no recollection of doing that, honestly. This time around, I decided to go with the white plank ramp. I just figured since it's going up to an orchard, something a little bit more natural, I guess, would make sense. That's what I'm gonna go with anyways. And of course, because I had gotten more bells, I was able to pay that off right away and then ran to the opposite side of the island so I could see how things were going with all of the trees kind of growing in. I've got this one behind Blathers, which I do like. I think it fills it in a lot more. I might end up changing those cliffs a little bit so I can put one near those stairs too. Just adding in some bugs to our little garden up here as well. And adding in the peaches and the apples. Now I might have to move some of those trees around too once they grow in and I see what it looks like, but that will come with time. For now, I just have a bit of a slower run through of what I got finished today. Of course, going up to the garden just at the end here. And then of course, I will have a photo at the very end. But before we get there, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I hope that everyone has a wonderful day.